my scrappy friends. I am gonna do a quick little share of my new For the Love of Homemade Kits kit. We are on round number 6, I think. So, woo! I love this challenge. It's really fun. It's a good way to get an extra 4 or so layouts done. And so, yeah. This time we're changing up the recipe a smidge because we usually use a piece of pattern paper for the inspiration. And this time we are using the Better Together die cut pack as our inspiration. So it has lots of bold colors, a lot of like hand stuff, of course a zebra. But it's very whimsy and just artsy, and so we're going to use that as our inspiration. Okay, so let me show you the papers that I picked, maybe, and go from there. Okay, so because we're not using a piece of pattern paper as our inspiration, that kind of gives us a little bit more to work with, right? Maybe? I don't know, not really. Okay, so like we've done before, we have 5 pieces of full-blown paper and then 2 pieces of like scraps or 6 by 6 pieces. I have more papers than that, and that's okay. I'm actually hoping to maybe get an extra, I say this every single time and that doesn't always happen, but I'm hoping to get an extra, at least an extra layout out of it. So, okay, so I did pick 2 6 by 6 pieces. These are from the Finders Keepers collection. So there's this one with like lemons on it, or oranges, and this one really bold geometric blueprint. I thought that the blue and the gray and yellow would make for a really nice addition to the kit. Okay, so my other scraps that I'm adding is this love or a smitten paper from Crepe Paper Hello Love. I have about a third of or 2/3 maybe of a piece, and then I have about a little bit more than a half of this Amy Tan from Plus One. It's called Couple, and I really like the green strip. So this green strip actually kind of helped inspire most of what I pulled for the papers, and you'll see why. I also grabbed a couple of other sheets that I think I'm gonna, if I need extra sheets, I'm gonna add in. I also have this ledger paper from Rise and Shine. I thought that if I needed something else, like a ledger or something to write on, that would be really good fun. And then I also added this from the Hello Love collection, and I thought that maybe I could use some of these triangles. So those are just extras. I may or may not add them right into my kit. I haven't decided yet. So I went a little crazy, and I think it's because it's the first time, even though I did the kit last time, it's the first time that I really have everything organized in my room. So, okay, so I'm picking this as we needed a geometric print, right? And a bold print. So one of the papers is bold and one of the papers is geometric. This is definitely a geometric print. So I really like this side with the pluses, and so actually, well, I really like this side, but this side I think is going to work better with the kit. So, I mean, they're both going to work, and you'll see why. So this is Simple Stories, Sunshine, and Happiness. It's just really nice and fun. So I wanted to add some yellow in because there's not a whole lot of yellow, and this has yellow and orange, and this is more of an orangey, like it's in between. So I added this paper from Scraptastic. It's called Send Me Flowers, and this kind of will work as a geometric too. So I probably will use this as the geometric and this like as a bold. I guess it doesn't really matter. The key is to have something really bold, or like even this, and then this is more of the geometric. And it's bold, or it's a geometric, but it's really, really subtle because it's tone on tone. I don't know if you guys can see very well the pattern on there. Yeah. So it'll work really, really nice with this. I could use it as a background, you know, and not really feel bad. The other side is just this. I probably won't use this other side. I mean, it does kind of have lines and stuff, but okay, so remember how I said that this really had me see, okay, so this has like a green, there's kind of like some different color blues and greens in here too. And so I picked this paper from Studio Calco at South of the Market, and I could, either one would work, but I really like this side. It's really nice and fun. So it'll work really, really well with these, like I said. And this is going to help ground everything, having that dark color. And this also is a bold pattern, but I was thinking that this is more of, and go with me here, this is a stretch, right? More of like a striped type of paper, right? So, and even this side, this is a chevron, but it could be, it's still like stripes, right? So I think that's the nice thing, was once you really start getting the hang of building kits, you can kind of play around with it and go, hey, well, there's lines here, so that's kind of like a stripe. And this offers you the ability to use something that's stripish, but not in the traditional way, right? So, okay, so then the next paper that I picked is from We Are Memory Keepers. This is from the Crush collection. And this obviously would be really bold, but this wouldn't work with this side, right? And it wouldn't even work with the other side because the blues and stuff just don't. Well, in theory, I guess if you really wanted to pair this with that, you could, but I wouldn't do it. It's just, the red doesn't really match with this, right? So, I mean, now if you wanted to do something like this, even that wouldn't work. So I don't really like that. But I do like this. And this is like a geometric pattern. It's kind of like a stripe. So yeah, it's a bold pattern. It's hand drawn. So it kind of has that Amy Tan flair to it. And it will work really, really nicely with this or with that. So, and then my other two papers that are more of a texture, because we still have that, I picked these two. This is For the Record, and it's just called Green. Both sides are green. This one is a lot more textured, but I think this will be a little too dark, but either side would work. And then I also picked this basic gray for this nice and color. It's like a watercolory type of texture. So, and this is Urban Lux. So I think that this dark pink will work really well with that. Where is it? My bold one. It works really well with this. It's a little different, but like on this side, you can't tell, right? So it'll work really well. And then, so those are my papers. And the nice thing about doing the way that we have it set up is that you can go with as little or as few. Like if you really want to, if you know you're going to use a lot of papers, take a lot more papers. If you know you're going to use a lot of embellishments, like for me, this is not enough of embellishments. So one thing that I did add to this, so that I have more embellishment type things, I also grabbed, I have this pack that is mostly, I want to say these may be from Jelly Bean Soup, but they might not be. They might be from Simple Stories. And then I have these pieces from, they're from a hip kit. like the October hip kit. So I have these pieces, and I really think that, now obviously it's a little bit different of a style, but there is some elements like this. I thought the potty people would work really well. So depending on what papers I use, some of these will work. There's some really cute mugs. Depending on what papers I use, those could work. And it's getting to be fall time. I really like this ampersand. The green works really well with some of the other greens. I mean, it's a little different, but it'll help give you like a monochromatic look. So just because an embellishment works for part of the kit, it doesn't have to work for the whole thing, right? So that's one nice thing. I mean, if you're starting off and you're not sure, you know, like if you guys have ideas, but you're not sure if it would match and you think that maybe I could help you, go ahead and message me or leave a message in YouTube and I'll try to get to it as quick as I can. I also grabbed these. Most of these are from when I was a part of Pink Fresh Studios. They would add like these labels. So I have all these labels, and there's a lot that are similar colors to what are really neutral colors. Like this is Endless Memories. This one is a yellow one that says Today's Stories Like This. I thought that these would be something fun to use because you can always use these. Rain, rain, go away. You can always use these in addition to what you're doing, and it'll help be good for layering and stuff. So I added those. Plus there's something in my stash that I need to use up because it just sits there because I don't always remember them, right? So I added those. One thing that we wanted to add this time around was 3x4 cards, or like Project Life cards. I grabbed this because I thought some of the colors match with certain elements of here. And like here's some journaling. I probably wouldn't use that, but like this one could work, or this one with the pinks and stuff. So some of this could work with it. So I'm gonna add this to my papers and I can use those to cut apart. But I also, these L Studio pieces, right? These are older, but some of them have colors that I think could work. Right? And so these are another element that I could use for labeling, but there also is a lot of like pieces that you could cut or use to layer, and they're more like journaling cards and stuff, like type things. So that's why I grabbed this one, and I also grabbed, it was open at the bottom. And then I also grabbed this one, and this is from the same collection, right? So it'll match with this. It might not match with everything here. And I know that this pack is a little bit more yellow based than white base or cream. But there's cards like this. Currently, like this is a good one. I mean, I know that these are more Project Life, but I could do a Project Life spread. If you guys are interested in me doing something like that for one of my weeks, let me know, because I'm gonna try to do more Project Life this month. So, and I don't mind adding something like using my kit for part of that. We also have wood veneer, and so I'm going to add these as just my wood veneer. I'm actually keeping it really simple, and I'm not going to add too much because I also have some wood pieces in there. Twine or like embroidery thread. So I grabbed some twine. I probably will just grab some embroidery thread in my own pack. Now I have these rub-ons from, I believe this is this Better Together? This might be Better Together. But I have these rub-ons. I have two, and so I'm going to use this somewhere on my page. I need to use it, right? Okay, so stamps is also another thing that we wanted to keep on. I still have pieces from, see, there's like, there are a lot of nice layering pieces, so for that pack. I am just a hot mess. I wanted to make this really quick, but apparently that's not going to happen. Okay, so here are the stamps that I'm thinking I will probably use. I have 2 Amy Tan sets because since we're using Amy Tan as inspiration, I thought that that would be really nice. It has some handwritten type of fonts, which will make it really fun. I still have Hawaii pictures, so that'll work for that. And then I also grabbed this Mommy Lay designs, and there's a lot of small words like that you could use in a planner or something, but these would be fun for like a Project Life type of card or something, so I thought that that would be fun. I also am adding these arrows, sticker arrows. They kind of match with a lot of the colors that I have, and I'm adding these Heidi Swap stickers. I don't know how they'll fit in, but we'll figure it out, right? Okay. So I know that we have, oh shoot, I didn't add enamel dots. Okay, so enamel dots is part of our kit. I'm gonna just remember to use enamel dots is what my thing is. That shouldn't be a hard thing to add to our kit. Here. So I'm probably gonna add these. These are some blue elements, and here's some that have some green. So I think I'm just gonna add these. So these will be my enamel dots for this round. And then I have some of these. These are Amy Tan. I thought that this would be fun because watercoloring and hand lettering are something that we thought we would try on some of it. So this will give that kind of appearance if I want to use this instead of actually doing my own hand lettering. I added it just in case. So as you can see, I have a ton of stuff, but I'm pretty I found that if I don't add enough, I get bored really easily too. So for the puppy stickers, because puppy stickers is one of our things, I am using these Pink Fresh Studio puppy stickers. I have some Amy Tan. I think this is from the Better Together. There's only a few, so I'm just want to get them used up. And then I have these, like, they're not technically puppy, but they're like enamel. So those go with the wood veneer, but I thought that they would be really fun. They have some green and some colors that I have in the kit. They're a little bright. I also am going to add these. This kind of gives you that hand-drawn look, but also, I mean, I don't use cork very often, so I want to see if I can use some of these. I think this will be kind of fun to try to incorporate. I also have this pack of washi tape, so from Amy Tan. I'm gonna see if I can use a couple pieces. Like the green and the wood grain will work really well. Maybe the map or something I could use. So I think there's only 2 different kinds, right? Yeah. And so like the yellow would work really well, or even the pink. So there's different elements to it that I think could work if I need something for a layer. And then last but not least, no, last, but these are what I'm gonna add. So I put these in here just in case there's some gold. I don't know how well they're gonna work though. I feel like they're gonna be too much. So I also grabbed these Dear Lizzie wood grain ones. I have a decent amount. I think I have enough to get a couple of layouts out of maybe, or at least one. And then I grabbed these blue ones. I thought this would be a nice difference. It's a little different than this shade, but I think it'll go well with like something like that. And then I also just grabbed a gray. So these are from Echo Park, and these are Fancy Pants. And this, there's not that many, so I probably will only get like one title or one word out of it, and I'm okay with that. So I don't mind adding like alphas to my kit if I need to. So there's my kit. I hope you guys are excited to see what we're going to do this month. I'm excited to start on another new kit. I know I only got 3 layouts, but I am planning on doing one more with my old kit and just throwing it in my feed somewhere. So, but this is what I have. I'm excited to use it. I'm excited that we're back. Again, hopefully this month won't be as crazy as this end of this last month, but I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. If you guys join us, let us know, and make sure you tag us and in social media or wherever you're posting your layout so that we can see what you guys are making with your kits. So we'll see you later and have a great week. Bye.